This should come as no surprise to anybody. Anybody who's spoken to the girls who have been abused, who's been reading about this for the last decade or two, this should come as no surprise. We already know the police covered it up because they didn't want to be called racist. They didn't want to upset a certain community called the Pakistani Muslim community. Let's name them. They didn't, they wanted community cohesion, not community tension. But at the back of that, there was always a small group of police officers who were a little bit rapey. Why were they a little bit rapey? Well, first of all, we employ anyone now in the police. The police are not fit for purpose. We've got white police officers committing rape and abusing children and kidnapping women and murdering them so they can rape their dead bodies. We've got white officers doing that. So if we've got white officers doing that, of course we've got Pakistani Muslim officers doing it as well. And why are they doing it? Because the grooming gang scandal was all about families. It was all about clans. They were raping together. It was family days out. Fathers, uncles, brothers, cousins, all doing a little bit of rapey. And if they've got police officers in the family, they're doing a bit of rapey as well. Because this is what we did in Pakistan. This is what we did to the women in Bangladesh when Bangladesh and Pakistan went to war in the 70s. Pakistan were raping so many Bangladeshi women. All been talked about in the UN. It's been seen as a genocide. This is their culture. This is their culture. This is how they act. They see nothing wrong in this. So therefore they carry on. And they brought that tradition to our country. And just becoming a police officer doesn't stop you being a bit rapey, because we lowered the bar to become police officers. We kept lowering the bar. We lowered it so women could join. Then we lowered it so ethnic minorities could join. And so many decades later, we've got a police force now not fit for purpose. And for the BBC to report this, this means this is 100%. Because the BBC has to be dragged kicking and screaming to talk about this. So they know it's 100% correct. We have got police officers involved in a grooming gang scandal. Not just covering it up, not turning a blind eye, but actually involved in the rapes. Because I've spoken to many women involved in this, victims of this, who have told me, and have been talking about it for years. But the country's changed now. We're willing to listen to them now, aren't we? We're willing to listen to all these things we never wanted to listen to over 40 years. And these victims now are beginning to tell their stories to the wider public. And we're all going, what? This went on? And we're annoyed, aren't we? And this only ends when we get politicians and senior police officers and senior council officials in jail. In jail. And that's what I want to see. We've got to end it with the Pakistanis first, but then I want to see some of those people in jail. Senior police officers, senior council managers and politicians for covering it up. I want to see them in jail. That's when this will end for me. See you soon.